Yep. Peace to the gods. Peace reflections. Coming to you with another video, another message for today. So I want to talk about cleaning. This is how I clean my mind. I just want to let you guys know this is a way of living in truth. This is a way of acknowledging your reality. This is a way of correcting and loving yourself. So cleaning. The last video I did, I was talking about how we need to pay attention to our thoughts and how we need to live more in truth. That was coming from a place of understanding that our consumption has been very, very toxic. Our consumption has been corrupt and is filled with a lot of cancer. There's a lot of cancerous things out there. And the reason why I say the word cancer is because we have to understand that spiritually, in the body of God that we're living in, we're polluting. When we live backwards, we are playing as a cancer cell in the body of God. And when you're a being with all your trillions of cells and you're moving in light, you're living in truth, and you're just a positive force, then you're enhancing the vibration, the energy of the body of God. If that makes sense to anybody, I may be speaking in code for some people who are seeking this understanding, this knowledge. What I'm speaking is not going to touch a lot of people. It's only meant to gravitate towards certain people who are seeking that understanding and that truth. So I want to talk about cleaning the mind. I can start off with so many things. Food. We give our children fast food. We have to live in truth. Understand what you're giving your child. Candy, chips. We have to look at these ingredients. Red 40. Do you know what the ingredient Red 40 does to the body? Just paying attention to our products. There's a lot of products out there that we have to pay more attention to. I just read in a new article where the FDA basically approved California to sell laboratory meats. And if you don't know, you may eat the McDonald's burger and be like, shit, it's just a burger, it's not killing me. But what you gotta understand that's the cancer in the body of God. That you're consuming that, you have to understand that your biology, your body is made of all these different cells. And when you consume these different type of meats that's produced in factories and is modified, you're basically choosing to attach your cells on scientifically to those cells, and that combinates to diseases of the body, that creates cancer of the body. This is all a buildup. Modified genetics, GMO. Do we pay attention to these things? When we're pulling up to McDonald's, Jack in the Box, Taco Bell, we can't be lazy anymore. That's not what we were put on this planet for. We're taking a European way out of thinking modified. I have to think security, so I have to create this in order for this to work out better for me. I'd rather go get some fast food rather than cooking for myself. I'd rather allow this to happen instead of me doing this for myself. The world is coming so modified to where People are literally choosing not to use their mind. People are literally choosing not to use their consciousness. AI, artificial intelligence, don't you know you are intelligent? I don't like to sound cliche. I don't like to sound like I'm lecturing and preaching, but this is the truth that lives within me, and somebody has to resonate with this. Somebody has to be like, okay, it's crazy. I'm really living in a reality, in a world where I have to always self-correct because that's who I am. And that's where our power relies. That's where our power is. God said, I am. And once you know that I am, you must become aware of all things. Have an understanding. Be all-knowing. I'm not shit. Do the best that you can to lean yourself off of certain things. We have to heal ourselves. And that's just simply talking about food. Now let's pay attention to the media. Let's talk about the internet. The internet is an amazing tool. It's an amazing tool. It's a cell reaching another cell, another being. It's cells reaching another cell, like literally. People are connecting with each other all the time, but look at how we're connecting. Look at how we're connecting. Look at the things that we feed our mind. We comment, what the fuck? Why is she doing that? Why is she doing that? It's just look at our reality. Just look at our reality. We need to clean the fuck up. We need to clean the mind. We need to clean the body of God. The conversations that we're having, oh my God, our children, our babies, my baby girls, my baby boys. We are damaged. And my purpose is to acknowledge these things and to speak up in my reality about these things. Teach your children about being self-aware, self-knowledge. How do you know God if you don't know who you are? That's for my Christians, Muslims, fucking everybody. Everybody. How do you know God and you don't know who you are? And if you do know who you are, how come you're choosing to play the devil? How come you're choosing to live backwards? Spell lived backwards. It's devil. Literally. People are living backwards. People pulling up to the fast food, not aware of what their children is consuming, not aware of the conversations. People let shit fly off their shoulder. You come to me and you speak to me how I want to be spoke to. I'm a person who don't live in separation. I live in oneness. Therefore, I'm going to treat you how I want to be treated. I'm going to respect you. I'm going to love you how I want to be respected and loved. If you cannot return that same energy, if you cannot reciprocate that, guess what? You're no longer existent in my reality because that does not serve me. And I'm always cleaning my reality like that. That's how I'm coming. And eventually, probably 20 years from now, 30 years from now, where this consciousness has expanded, there are going to be breeds. I know my children will be of a breed that knows a self, that knows of self. This is so important. This is we're giving our children to the system. I hate to sound like an extremist, but this is where our problems come from. We're complaining all the time. And this is where our problems come from. Why is this little girl acting like this? Why is I didn't raise him this way? Well, how did you raise him? 8 hours of the day, he was around a bunch of different beings that come from a whole bunch of children come together coming from a whole different vibrations. Like, you have to understand what you're doing to your child when you send an 8-year-old off to school with 20 plus other children, not knowing, not being aware of where those children come from, where those families come from, where that bloodline come from, what type of minds, what type of thoughts, what type of things are going on with those children. I remember the first day I went to 3rd grade, there was this little boy who wanted to kiss me. I didn't know anything about a kiss or someone liking me. But that was the first thing that I ran into when I went to 3rd grade. And it's just like, we put our children into this and expect them, what we teach our people: go to school, get a good job, and have a family. Have that worked? People that has the people that are suffering the most right now, let me tell you, it's people that's filled with materialistic things. People that got the houses and the cars and the success that you created in your own mind. That's not even success. So a success is when you have all these thoughts and these ideas and you're creating and you're outletting that within your own self. That's what success is. All the things that you think highly of yourself and you know that you're good at, and then those thoughts that you have, if you aren't cultivating that in this physical reality, then you're choosing not to be successful. That's success. People, we can all literally, life is what you make it. Life is what you make it, and our consciousness is like, this is why they said Jesus was a carpenter, because he's building things with his mind. He's creating at all times, and we all are doing this. But what are we creating? Have you looked around and seen what the fuck we created? Now, this is not one of my normal videos, because normally I'm more calm and collect and coming to you with a brief summary about some of the knowledge, but I wanted to get real into it today because this is what I'm feeling on my heart, and this is what I am becoming me every single day. This is all happening. I'm getting better and better at my speech and with my knowledge. So yeah, I don't want to get too carried on because I could do a whole 2-hour video if I really felt like doing that. But I want my family to think. I want my reflection to think. So peace to the gods. I love myself.